How's it going, everybody? Freddy here, and it finally happened. We got another TF2 content update. And I'm sure you're all out there playing it, enjoying it, and testing out all the new things you can do. But the question that's nagging you in the back of your mind all this time, most likely, is what does Freddy think about this update? So don't worry about it. Here's my obligatory what do I think about this update video. And I like it. Honestly, I feel like this sort of explains the long, terrible drought of new content that has been plaguing us lately, because this must have taken a long time to make. Just the balance changes alone. I feel like they should have taken a very, very long time to try out and test and come up with. So kudos to Valve, I'm a big fan. I'm not gonna go through all of the changes one by one and talk about how I feel about them individually, but overall I'm a big fan of most of the changes. A couple of my favorite changes were the lock and load nerf, the minute sentry change. I'm not sure it was actually a nerf, but I'm glad they're looking at it. The scorch shot is fun now, the fan of war is fun, the airstrike is viable, and I really like the changes to the dead ringer and a couple of the other spy weapons. I felt like they made sense. Also, the Jag for the engineer made me actually enjoy playing engineer for once, which is an impressive feat. We also got some new maps, and this is probably the least favorite part of the update for me, just because I'm not a big fan of the new maps. I never really liked CP Snowplow, but the big issue I have with them overall is that they seem to affect performance majorly. Like, my frames have been so bad since this update. I'm not sure if it's even just only these new maps, because it seems to be worse on every map, which is absolutely atrocious for me. Like, when I record, I can barely stay at the steady 60 frames per second a lot of the time. And as of lately, I haven't been able to quite do that. Like, sometimes it just dips down and it makes it very hard to aim and hit stuff, which was hard to begin with. So, not a fan. But you know, the maps are pretty. Sujin especially is very pretty, but a lot of the time it's laggy and stuff goes invisible for me. Is that just me? Or does, you know, the bridges miss on Sujin sometimes? I don't even know. Maps, not that great. Moving on to the contracts and the campaign sort of stuff. This is basically just completely converted from what a typical CSGO update looks like, and I've heard a lot of people saying that people need to stop making that joke, comparing this update to CSGO. It's not an overused joke, because it's not a joke, that's a fact. This update is just pretty much taking the page out of the CSGO book, and that is not a bad thing. These campaign adds these contracts where you can complete them in order for you to get a reward in the form of a skin for a weapon, which is also a new thing in this update, of course. And I really like that too. It's fun to complete the contracts. I do believe it's a bit expensive to pay, you know, whatever it was, €5 for an update. But it is a free-to-play game. I mean, essentially €5 is not a lot for the quality of a game that TF2 is. So that's not a big issue. I just think that when paying that and doing these contracts, you should get more than 2 a week. It feels like I was done with them within an hour or two, and then there's not really a lot to do in this campaign, as they call it. Now, I did get a third mission today, which is 2 days after I did this first two. So I'm not sure if they just changed their mind on that, or what's going on with that. So hopefully we'll keep getting contracts quite often here. Now, the skins is a thing that people seem to be kind of upset about. I don't know what that's about. If you don't like the skins, then don't spend time trying to acquire them. Some people are saying that it's hard to distinguish weapons from each other. I haven't found that to be an issue so far, and it seems that they stuck to only skinning the default stock weapons. I don't know if that's something they're gonna keep doing, but if that's the case, then if you see a lime green rocket launcher, you're gonna know that that's a stock rocket launcher, no matter the color, you know? And I actually really like the skins overall. I think they're fun. It's a lot of fun to collect them, find the one you like the most, and, you know, styling your character out with sick scattergun skins. And most of them look like something that a beginner at Photoshop just whipped up while watching tutorials. But a couple of them look nice and I really want to get my hands on them. And don't even get me started on the unusual skins. Those look so cool. I really, really want to get my hands on that. Even though I'm fairly sure that's never gonna happen. Because I've played this game for I don't even know how many years now, and I still don't have an unusual hat. Which, I don't know what that tells people about me. And of course, also we got a couple of new taunts. I think the video I uploaded the other day made it pretty clear that I was excited about at least one of them. And the dancing Russian taunt is really cool too. Nobody cares about heavy taunts. So overall, I'm definitely a big fan of this update, and it seems to me that all these balancing updates and all that is preparing for the upcoming matchmaking update, so hopefully we'll see that relatively soon, and I am super duper excited about that. So, just at the end here, I wanted to say I want to make an unboxing video with these new weapon cases, but they seem to be really rare. So I haven't managed to get my hands on any of them so far. And I was going to ask you guys if you wanted to throw me a couple of your cases, if you find any. I would definitely appreciate it. I would shout you out in the video, of course, and I could do an unboxing video. A disclaimer though, you really should sell your cases right now. You shouldn't give them to me. They go for like 6 to 7 euros on the market right now, so if you want those money, you should definitely just sell them. But I just thought I would throw that out there. A lot of people seem to want to donate to the channel and give me hats and stuff. So if you want to help out, here's a good way to do that right now. And with that said, I hope you're enjoying the update as much as I am, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!